Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. They hand this off to Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On second down, it's Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
On first and 10, Prescott. That swung out wide to Harris. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. So Dak with a completion there, really showing no ill effects from that injury a season ago. Yeah, what do you think your keys are defensively trying to stop Mr. Prescott?
Well, I think any defensive coordinator will tell you, stop his running game first, because he is at his best off of play action when all of your linebackers come up to the line of scrimmage after the fake to the running back. And that allows him room and space to make a decision downfield. So take away the run, and that allows you to drop into coverage and blanket the field.
Off the play fake, Prescott. This is the tight end, Njoku. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive?
I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Again, it's Harris, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Harris, and he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit?
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Foster Moreau taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys are on the board here first in the season opener. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. To return, it's Cam Sutton. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a play fake. Kaepernick rolling to his right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Pollard. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Sermon. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Trey Sermon with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Joe Reed returning. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Into the secondary past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
Prescott's throw on target to Godwin here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Prescott to throw it. It's brought in by Harris. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. This is caught. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. He's at the 50.
Is that it?
He's at the 30. 10. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Kaepernick. It's complete. And he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Here's Reed. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to... Down the numbers! There he goes! Touchdown, Cowboys! Chris Godwin, 44 yards. And the Cowboys on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 2. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Well, let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you hit a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat, but if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going? That is caught. It's Williams. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll roll him out right. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A gain of 3, second down. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now here's Pollard. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tony Pollard as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense, as he'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Looking downfield for Godwin. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off.
And got his man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Stop your body. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Kaepernick now to throw. Hit as as he throws there incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Hey, check, check. Kill, kill, kill. Rough city.
They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. He'll buy some time right. And incomplete on the deep ball. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 73 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Prescott off play action. Rolling to his right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw going to be caught by Davis. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He gets it complete to Harris. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. On the sneak, it's Prescott, and he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott, eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. To throw is Prescott. Flush to his right. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Tyler Boyd there to make the grab. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Dancing to his left. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. On play action, it's Kaepernick. They'll roll him out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Steps away to his left. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Tampa. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. On play action, it's Kaepernick.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. The give, this is Harris. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
84 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll get this out wide to Boyd. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tyler Boyd. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. In just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Throwing now is Kaepernick. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Kaepernick to throw again. He'll buy some time right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Now a give here to Pollard. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tony Pollard, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Bucs have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it in. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And he stopped immediately there.
Gregory Rousseau able to bring him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Harris. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And the Bucs are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick rolling to his right.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Kaepernick to throw. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Another tremendous play by Xavier Howard. 10 interceptions, led the NFL last year. And he's the first defender since Antonio Cromartie in 2007 with 10 or more in a season. When you throw it in his area, you're taking a gamble.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Harris. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
To throw, Prescott. This is caught. It's Boyd. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Every eye in the stadium fixated on Rodrigo Blankenship. And his kick here is good. And they have regained the lead. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
It is just special. You can just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Cowboys, they spoiled the Bucs banner celebration with a road victory here in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Los Angeles